Hey guys, I'm Michael Long for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. I am so excited to make this video, man. But before I introduce you to Ricky and Lisa, and we're going to talk to them about how they got to Costa Rica, what they were doing before they came to Costa Rica, why did they decide Costa Rica, and all that good stuff. I want to welcome them to the new Travel Costa Rica Now real estate channel that we're going to all be doing together. We're so excited to have two more brains we can brainstorm ideas with. But this video is not about real estate. We're just introducing them to you, and we're all going to get to know them because we're all going to be working together, and we're super excited to do that. And if you're thinking about selling your property, you should be getting over to that real estate section channel soon. We're going to be able to help you in more ways than you probably can even think of if you want to sell your property. But that's not what this video is. So let's do it. This is Ricky, and this is Lisa. Bienvenidos.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
So let's jump in. All right. First of all, you guys actually haven't been in Costa Rica that long.
No.
You're like total newbies.
Yeah, we came
Fairly
in January of this year.
It's like 7. What is that? I don't know what the.
We're coming up
I don't
on
do
6
time
months.
anymore. When you're in
We're
Costa
coming
Rica, you lose sense of time.
Definitely.
6 months almost.
Coming up on
Yeah.
6 months.
All right, so this is going to be exciting because you guys got probably a lot of different perspective and stuff. So let's get you. Let's do pre-Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
So we're from Calgary, Alberta. That's where we were living before we came here.
And so what was going on in your life that even got you thinking about changing? Because you guys are pretty young, you know, and I'm seeing more and more of that. People
Right.
looking like that whole like digital nomad type stuff.
Yeah.
But you guys are pretty young, so what all of a sudden went, hey honey, let's just uproot our whole life and change it?
Ooh, it's a good combination of a few things, but ultimately, we were in the rat race.
The hamster wheel.
The hamster wheel. And we knew that for many years, and we found ourselves getting more and more busy, nonstop. And we didn't have the time that we wanted for each other as well. We were married, but we didn't see each other as often as we wanted to. And I think that was a big portion of it, and we kind of had to sit back
It's
a
just
little
going from
bit.
one thing after another and never really
It
stopped.
didn't
Yeah.
ever stop. It just got busier and busier and busier. And I mean, that's what you want over there, right? But we felt like as it got busier for us, we were pulling back a little bit too. So we needed to reevaluate.
I guess you kind of lose yourself when you don't.
Yeah.
You know, you're,
Well, when
what
you're
am I
working,
doing? Were you
you're
guys doing
working.
things that you like to do?
I was a hairstylist in Canada, and I loved my job. I loved my salon. I loved my coworkers. I was super lucky, but I never saw my husband, like ever. Like Ricky worked maybe 12, 13, 14 hours a day. So even though I had a lot of time, I wasn't able to spend it with him. And, you know, he'd come home exhausted, and you work all week, and then you finally get the weekend. You want to see your family, your friends. There was never enough time. There was never enough time to do everything, and you just felt like you were run down all the time.
Yeah, but instead of you saw all that, but where did it come in, like leave the country? You know what I mean? Because that's kind of that's a whole nother, in a way, step. You could have backed off maybe a little bit.
For sure.
Yeah.
In a sense, but
Maybe there was some joking maybe going on, you know, maybe even a year before that decision was made. You know, let's take off, let's go somewhere. We had both been to Costa Rica a few times. We've always really liked it here, you know,
And we met people here that were doing it. Like we met young people that sold everything and moved here and created a new life. We met older people that did it. And we thought, well, shit, back home.
nice.
Dude.
They brought their dogs, and they're big ones.
Yes, we did.
Dude.
Maybe we'll get them in a shot a little later.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Well, right now, that's fine.
So
We're dog lovers. Dogs come before people anytime. What's his name? What's that one?
That's Mac
and Jude.
and Jude.
Jude's kind of the clunky one.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes,
A little bit.
absolutely.
It's a little
All right,
bit
get us
bored
back in the shot, Mr. D'Angelo. So did it get to that whole simple lifey thing?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and having less is more. Like we had a beautiful life in Canada. I don't regret any of it. We had lots of nice things. It was amazing. But we started to think, like, what if we sold everything? Like, we kind of started to look at this minimalistic life. We'd watched a few things. We're like, that'd be kind of cool. And then you start to, like, calculate. If we sold the house, sold the car, sold this, sold all of our stuff, could we go make it somewhere else and live for less? And yeah, we figured we could.
So we're trying. We're trying hard now.
Was there
Yeah.
any considerations besides Costa Rica, or is that when you guys both, since you've been down here numerous times or whatever, you just was kind of
We
it?
maybe I considered Portugal for a half a minute. Ricky didn't want to do that. We wanted to be somewhere tropical. We wanted to be warm all the time. We made this decision in the middle of winter for sure. So we were like, no, we're going somewhere hot.
It has to be said. I mean, I kind of make a few jokes about Canada because I love Canada, but lately you have like a dictator there that's, like easy to make fun of. So you kind of got out at the right time.
We think so.
Yeah.
I'll stop there with that.
No,
I'll
but
stop
you're
there
right.
with that, but
Yeah, we agree.
It was like, because I get a lot of emails
Yeah.
from Canadians
There's a
wanting
lot of
to be
Canadians
you.
coming here.
Wanting to be
Yeah.
you. So how much
Yes.
preparation did you do? Were you apprehensive about that, or when you started, kind of it was getting closer? Were you nervous? Did you feel good? Did you feel we're ready to
So-
kind of jump in with this adventure?
Yeah, we planned for a year. Like from the minute we decided, it was in January, and we moved in January the year after. So
But you
we-
hadn't been here
We had.
since that.
No,
year.
since the
No.
time we
You had
decided.
been prior.
Prior
Yes.
to that,
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, we did a full year of planning and watching the videos, listening to podcasts, everything.
Yeah,
Every
there's
morning.
there's so much information
There's
out there. There can be
tons.
Facebook groups
Yeah.
and videos
Yeah.
and all kinds of stuff.
Which
Yeah.
is great. It helped us big time. Like,
Yeah.
It really, really it made us realize like this is the spot that we want to be.
Yeah.
So you did
For
feel
sure.
prepared.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
we
so.
did. I think we did a good job of doing research before.
Did you guys consider? It sounds like you came down. Obviously, I won't get into like financials and stuff. But did you have like this thing where we need to get something maybe going, or we can ride this out for 2 years and surf our lives away? Or did you have a little time frame of like, we should probably start thinking about? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
money's not an issue. I'm sorry.
No,
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 no.
Are you
you know
independently
what?
wealthy? I don't know.
I wish.
Not.
Not yet.
Definitely
You look a
not.
little silver spoon, Ricky. I'm not-
No, I think it's a personality trait too. Like for me, I need to be doing something. I can't just.
You're a creative guy, right?
Yeah,
Well,
I
you're
can't.
music.
That's right.
Music.
Yeah.
I've
And that was
heard
a-
some.
that was-
It's good. I
that
want to
was
use
a-
it for videos. So.
That was definitely part of it too. Is
Yeah.
just trying to go after a little bit more music in my life too. And
Pursue
and
more
make
of the
them
passion side of
Yeah,
it on your own,
right.
your own.
the creative
way
side
you
of
want to do
things. I like that idea too, right? But definitely we knew that we couldn't be stagnant for too long. We
No.
needed to make money. We need to support our lives here, and
feel good
figure some-
about it.
and feel good
Yeah.
about it, and see how that would work out for us. So
Well, I've seen the pictures of your house, and it's very cute. So, however you got that house, it seems like you did a pretty good job. But so when you got down here, now you brought these 2 giant dogs, and we're not going to get into that story because I think that's a whole nother video. But you brought your dogs, and so when you got to the airport, you read. I mean, did the adventure begin? Were you pretty stoked about this? Were you a little apprehensive?
Yeah. Ricky
Oh,
was
man.
nervous. Ricky was
anxiety
freaking
through
out.
the roof for me.
I was just
yeah.
pretending it was going to be fine. I was like, it's fine. They're going to be great.
I freak
There's
out,
no
he's gonna get
issues.
worse.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
yeah.
someone
She
had to
knows
be
that.
calm.
I mean, you
And,
really did. It's a thing packing it all up. You know.
Oh my
It
gosh! the
was.
night
We packed our whole
before,
life.
What did you
Five,
have?
we had five large suitcases.
Yeah.
That's it. And then 2 carry-ons, 2 backpacks, and 2 90-pound dogs.
What was family and friends saying about this?
I think it changed throughout the year because everybody knew that
Don't
we
hold
had
back, Ricky.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
hold back. I
In
feel
the,
like
in the beginning, it's like
That was
you
the
guys are
scariest
crazy.
part
That'll
about
change,
this decision was telling our family.
For sure.
For sure.
And our
The
employers,
scariest
just giving that year's notice. I think that was a big part of it too. But it felt real when we did that. It's like, okay, we're
We've given
giving
our
our
notice.
year's
Because we're
notice.
We're
changing
doing
their
it.
lives now by
Yeah.
changing ours.
Yes,
so.
absolutely.
Did you get any blowback, some pushback? Did you guys, what are you doing? Did they say you're silly, or did they understand that you needed adventure? They were positive, or did they?
Oh, we had every
I think
different
everything, yeah.
reaction.
Again, I feel
Both.
like you guys are holding back, so I'm going to stop.
No,
All right,
no,
no. We
no,
had
that's fine.
honestly, it was funny. It was interesting. Like, I think my family had a harder time with it than Ricky's, and I think it was just a big surprise for people. I don't think that anyone saw it really coming, and so it was a big shock. And I
Did they
think-
believe you? You know what I mean? Like where they go, oh, they're just
Probably
talking.
not
Another,
at the
another few
beginning.
months, they'll change
Yeah,
their
yeah.
mind.
In the beginning, they
They
definitely
might
didn't.
still think we'll change our mind and
Yeah.
come back, and that's okay. We when we made the decision, we were very like, we're moving to Costa Rica. We're never coming home. We're doing this. And I think we've changed to be like, we're going to go try Costa Rica. If it works for us, we're going to stay here. If it doesn't, we can come home. But we made it less of a, I don't know, cutthroat decision. It became more of a like, let's try this and see. And I think that maybe made people even feel a little bit better to not feel like it was so
There's hope
final.
they'll come back.
Yeah.
A little bit of that.
I think once
definitely.
they come here, they'll understand.
Had any of them been here?
None of them have been
No.
here.
I'm surprised you're
Neither.
not.
It's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, do they know
No.
where it's at? That's a nice island, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? You get that for sure.
So tell everybody where you're at, because I believe we've been down there a few times, and I believe where you're at is one of the really nice spots. Maybe we shouldn't tell them, because you're already
Surprise,
probably
we'll
getting
show
too
it.
many gringos down there. But tell them where you
Where we
landed.
Yeah, so we landed in Playa Hermosa near Uvita in the South Pacific.
So South Pacific.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's
It's incredible.
amazing.
We feel very blessed to be
Yeah.
there.
Have you been to Playa Ventanas?
No.
No,
No,
but
that's
we've
not
definitely
the one we
heard.
went
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Ventanas,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
people
It's
have
like
asked
the
us
one
about
of my
rocks that you
favorite
can walk through
beaches
and-
ever.
It's
No, we
very
gotta check it
close
out.
to us, but yeah, we haven't explored as much as I thought we would. We like kind of settled in and we just got comfortable. And
Okay, that's like us living in Las Vegas and not seeing the Blue Man
I
Group.
know,
What are you
I
waiting
know.
for?
Yeah, no, there's
We
a few
also
things on the checklist we got to get
figured
through
when
still.
family comes down, it would give us a reason to go tour around and show everyone everything together. We'd get to discover it. So we've been, we've just been pretty.
So
chill.
do you feel like, are you still in the honeymoon phase of Costa Rica? Is your days getting more about just living the life, or are you still going, we got to get, this settled, we got to get our bed, whatever, those little things you have to do,
Yeah.
whether it's working out your banking and how you're going to get your money, or
Yeah.
whatever it is, fixing up the house part that you maybe don't, you want to do. But is it past that honeymoonish time?
I think we feel the stress of like wanting to like get going on a project. Like the first 3 months was relaxing, enjoying, like
Holiday
we really
mode,
did
big
do
time.
holiday mode. And then the next 3 months was like, okay, what exactly are we going to do? Because our plans changed. Like what we thought we would
They're
do.
going to
when we
be
came
helping
here.
Travel Costa Rica now real estate channel.
So now we lined up the job part, which is perfect.
I got your project all ready
Perfect.
for you.
Thank goodness.
All ready for you.
Good.
I think that was
Good.
important for us. So,
So has there been any surprises? So did I know you've been here, a few times or whatever. Did you guys go, man, I thought we knew this, but this, like, it sucks. Something like you was like, wow, I didn't know it was this bad,
Right.
or let's do maybe a more of a disadvantage or negative first, and I'll
Okay.
ask you a more of a positive thing that maybe have surprised you. But is there something that you're like, wow, I didn't really,
anticipate this.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think?
For me, I was trying to think of this. I think because winter in Canada is cold and the driving is shitty. Like you're driving on ice and snow, and I was really excited to be somewhere where I wouldn't have to worry about the driving. So coming here and then discovering, obviously we knew a rainy season. I know it's not full effect yet, but driving in a rainstorm is about as fun as driving in a snowstorm. So, and the drivers here it's freestyle. Like there's no rules here. There's no, like, there's
I got a
rules.
couple videos about that. I think you might
Like,
be right
yeah,
on that.
it's
Yeah.
very much the
Well,
driving.
how is? Is it very busy down there like that with the traffic?
No. It's not like San Jose, right? Like
Right.
it's
No,
a small town.
no, not like that.
But just even going, coming here, we drove through the mountain on these windy little roads. Like, luckily we brought the rental car, so it's small, but we have like a larger SUV. So for me driving that thing, yeah, sometimes it's a little.
My favorite
nerve-wracking.
driving thing they do here, it's just so cute. Well, not really, but I just love when they stop. They don't pull over. They stop and they see their friend on the bike. They, they just sit there and talk with 15 cars behind them,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
It's a thing.
We say that
It's
a lot.
thing.
We're learning to just like not say it, not even mention it anymore. Like this is Costa Rica. Like that is
Yeah.
the norm here. So if you're going to complain about it every time you see it, it's going to
Well, it's funny. I've mentioned this in a couple of videos, but D'Angelo actually gets road rage here.
Oh no.
Really?
I'm not kidding. He gets road rage, and I'm like, we're from Vegas, man. So
Yeah.
it was pretty. But he gets a little road ragey.
Yeah, so that was me. I thought I was getting away from, my traffic anxiety, but there's just a different kind of anxiety here. They wander to the front road.
Oh, they're right there.
They're right there. I see them. They're in the front.
How about you? Anything? Like you kind of it's a little.
Yeah, I'd say maybe for me, kind of ties in with a little bit of the COVID situation, because that obviously changed things here dramatically too. Maybe coming here, we initially thought, we were gonna.
You really haven't even seen it without any sort of like.
Restrictions,
Because we still have
exactly.
driving restrictions
Exactly,
right now.
exactly.
I'm thinking about that.
So that was a little bit of a shock, I guess, to me, and even just connecting with people was a little bit different because people are a little bit more apprehensive. Connecting with other musicians and things like that. It's just that live music isn't really a big thing right now,
Yeah,
So
we thought that would have happened by now.
yeah.
Oh, how's your Spanish?
Ricky's is really
good.
good. He'll tell you it's horrible, but he speaks like fluent Spanish. It's ridiculous.
not
I don't
fluent
speak it.
Spanish.
I don't.
No,
I'm
mine.
Yeah,
I
we're working
thought-
on it. We're
yeah.
working on it hard.
We're
I
taking,
mean,
I got a class twice a week that I'm doing, and we're trying to. But again, he speaks Spanish. He's gonna say he doesn't, but he does.
I think just the Portuguese helped a lot.
I'm
Portuguese
sure.
background. I think I definitely cheat. It's not perfect Spanish by any means, but hearing it, I can almost pick up most of the time what's happening. Good. Yeah, it helps.
So that's not too. I mean, it sounds like you guys obviously did watch a lot of videos. You kind
We
of
did.
anticipated a lot of problems it might be, like the one where you go to different tellers at the bank and they tell you
Yes.
3 different
Yeah.
things.
All of those.
And we haven't had a lot
Tico
of had to
timey
do
stuff.
that. Oh yeah, Tico time. It's the same as Portuguese time. So we were really.
I still, you know, it's the only thing that I still can't put up with.
Is the Tico time?
No, I don't mind it if it's like party, like, you know, hey, let's have coffee and we'll show up. Like, but when it's a business thing, and I've kind of planned that day. Now he's found the Tico time too. He's fine with it. He doesn't. He's fine. Me, you know, he calls me Antsy, but it's like, well, but it's a business meeting. It's construction on the house. You said 9. I mean, there's a reason we kind of picked 9, and you said yes to it. Yeah. So I didn't, you know, not 9 the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've never really. That's probably the only thing. I'm very easy. I can be in lines at banks and none of that problem. But the Tico time still, in certain situations, kind of ticks me off.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, this country is all about patience. It really tests your patience, but that's part of it. Like, I don't know, you gotta either be one with the country, or you're gonna fight it and you're gonna be miserable here. Right. So you gotta choose.
What are the couple things that you are pleasantly surprised, or maybe you already knew what was going to happen, because you're kind of alluding to like the simple life is maybe helping you a little bit to chill. So what are some of the positive things that you really digging about it so far?
Oh, I really love the weather. This was something that I was needing. I wanted to try that out. You know, like winter time, I become a different person back home. You know, it's really hard. It's hard on me. I feel like here, this humidity, the heat, I just love it. I really love it. Even the rainy season, like, I mean, this is incredible. It's just, it's awesome to be here. I really like that. That's part of it for sure.
That's cool.
For me.
I like that.
Yeah, the weather's been amazing. I think for me, just having the time together in the morning. Like, we have not set an alarm since we've been here, so we can wake up early together. We have coffee together in the morning. We get to like start our day in, like, it's a dream for me to be able to do that with my husband. It's pretty cool. So like just having that time together. I mean, granted, we haven't had jobs yet, so, but even when we do, like, it's not a job that's going to start at 6 a.m. like it did at home, you know? It's not a job that you got to race out of the house or get ready for. It's like your job starts at home, and it's, I'm excited for that.
It's very nice, right?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So how minimalist are you going to go? Have you already kind of go, why did we bring this?
Oh my God, we have a suitcase of stuff that's going back for sure, but it's mostly
because you didn't
clothes.
really bring that much, though, did you?
We brought 5 suitcases, but it was like
But that's a life. You're talking about your life, though.
Yeah.
We did the same. We did that too. We brought some plates down in luggage 15 years ago, and glasses.
Yeah. We brought some silly things too, like 17 hoodies, for example. Like, what do we need these hoodies? We haven't worn a hoodie once, you know?
Clothes is the number one thing that almost everybody. It's like, well, you know, I'm going to go to that wedding on the beach, and I still meet. No, you're not.
No.
And if you do, you're going to be in shorts.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very different. We definitely brought too many hoodies and sweatpants and like comfy clothes that we thought we'd wear. It's too humid here to wear. Even the fabric of some of our clothes is not. You would never wear that here. It's got to go back.
Yeah, that whole thing, like the dresses, seems to be hits everybody eventually. You just go, why am I dressed? You know, give me my shorts.
Yeah.
You know, let me roam around.
But otherwise, we did pretty good. We didn't bring too much stuff that we don't really need. Like, I think clothes was our number one thing that we kind of brought too much of, and other than that, we were.
Now, was your rental furnished?
Yes. Yeah. So we didn't have to worry about that. That was huge for us to not have to go get, you know, kitchen supplies or a coffee maker. We didn't have to.
Set up.
You know, it's a really, you know, I saw the pictures and I think it's really nice. And I think we didn't mention it, but I think you got a price down or something to $400.
Yeah, our
It's 3 bedrooms. It's furnished. You guys, I made, well, you know this. You totally scored.
We did score. We feel very, very lucky.
That could have easily been, especially where you're at, could have easily been $700.
Yeah.
I mean, not even.
I mean, we see it. We see it even just around us too.
She might be raising the rent on you.
Yeah.
Than you think.
Hope not.
I'm done being nice to you
We're
guys.
locking it in.
Because I mean, especially with the furnished part, you know, that's kind of a big thing.
Yeah, because it was 3
empty
beds. Like, it's a huge space for us. We actually didn't at first. We were like, oh, you know, it's, you know, we don't really need 3 bedrooms, but yeah, you do. Like, we have a room just of storage stuff and tools and stuff.
You got big dogs. You need 3.
Yeah.
It's nice to have
and an
it,
extra
for sure.
bedroom for when you do have guests, which COVID has prevented us from having many. But soon we will have people that come visit.
Nice.
Yeah, we're excited for that.
That's
too.
a cute house. I really liked it. I was like, wow, that's a good. Now you're saying 400. Now you're saying furnished. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, see what you guys can do if you look around.
Yeah,
we got a good
exactly. We got a good deal, but we took our time to research. Definitely, it helped.
So you got a car here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Well, we did it sight unseen. We did it through somebody,
broker.
so through
I'm
a
already
broker.
not liking this.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend the broker we used personally, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think we got a little bit ripped off on our car. Probably we paid a bit too much for it, for sure, for what it is.
I think
And
$1,000 ripped off is what I would guess. But
I'd say 2.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I would just be remiss if I did not say this. If you guys are looking for a used car in Costa Rica, I do have a guy who is honest and will help you out. He's going to make a little money, but he's not going to rip you off.
Yeah, it was
Just you guys.
just
Learning
a few
experience.
surprises when we got the car. Like, it was like, oh, surprise, we didn't tell you the antenna's broken and your radio doesn't work. It's like, oh, who needs music when you drive? That's only, you know, really
Light,
to
my
us,
religion.
yeah.
And
yeah.
the AC, it works when it wants. So sometimes you have AC, sometimes you don't. I mean,
You still have the car?
Yeah.
we were going to sell it, but we didn't try very hard. And honestly, I figured, like, if we sell it, we're going to lose a bit of money. Then you're going to buy something else. You don't know what that's going to have for problems. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. You know, the car has some personality.
Yeah, I love it.
Is that what we're
personally.
calling
I'm
it?
liking it. I'm liking it. I'm gonna keep. I think
It's
we're
a
gonna
great
keep it.
vehicle for.
It is, for
it's
what we
just
use it for.
It's a Nissan Pathfinder.
Oh, nice.
It's
great.
good for the dogs,
For the
like,
mountains.
Even just the stuff we brought, that all our bags and the
Yeah,
dogs,
I
like,
actually
it would
don't
have
think it
not
would
been
have fit
possible.
in a smaller vehicle. Like, we piled all of that in from the airport, and it was full. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the reason we had to have that car. But
And it's worked good. The 4x4, like
Yeah.
being where we are too.
I think it kind of works out because almost everybody I know, including ourselves, they're usually the first ripoff is their rental or the house they bought.
Right.
And you guys
Yeah.
didn't really have that.
No,
So
we saved
maybe
on the
car got
house.
you a little bit, but I think
Yeah.
all in all, you did really good.
yeah,
I
and
think-
you know,
I
it
think
hasn't
overall,
cost. We've had to
definitely.
take it in a couple times. Never had a bill over $80.
Mm.
You know, for just little minor things that need to be fixed. So I mean, I found mechanics here to be.
You
quite-
find a good when you find a good
one?
mechanic, it's great.
We were
because
very
Oh my
lucky in that.
God.
if you
front,
did that
too.
in the United States, I don't know Canada, but in the United States, you just take your car in and it's already $300.
180
Yeah.
bucks, yeah.
You know, it's already
the hourly
that
rate,
much.
I think back home is like 150,
Yeah,
125 an
there
hour.
would just be so many. It's
Just
different
take your
everywhere,
car,
but
yeah. Here, no, it's been
here
cheap,
it's
so.
it's definitely affordable. At least where we have taken our car, and it's good people, good honest people.
That's
we feel
good.
that
Were you
too.
referred to that person?
Yep.
You just kind of ran into
No, we were referred to that.
which is always going to be the
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. Yeah.
Okay, this is I hope this isn't too personal, but what are some of the things, if you don't mind sharing, that would be a deal breaker that you would leave?
Running out of cash.
Yeah. That's the one.
We don't want to run out of cash. That's the big one, I think.
All right, next question. But okay, I think that's all of us, right? In a
Yeah.
sense? But what
there
about some of
anything
the
else?
like? Is there some things, you know, like some people can't take the Tico-y time, the too much time on their hands. It's too much time. Now I'm bored and I can't, you know, I can't be with myself like
Haven't
this.
been
Right.
bored here yet.
No.
So anything like cultural or
No.
No, I think we like
No,
that
we really like
actually.
the
Yeah, we
culture
enjoy
here.
that part of it. No, I
Maybe if something really scary happened, like maybe if you got robbed or like, you know, something like that might make me feel a little nervous. I don't think it would break me. No, I don't think I'd want
which
to go home.
it could happen.
It
That's
absolutely,
for
and it
sure.
could happen
It's
at
a
home
reality.
too.
We
So
know
it's
that.
something that we, you know, and with our dogs, honestly, I don't think anyone wants to come into our house.
No, I know,
They're,
Is it? Do you have bars on there?
We do have bars on the windows,
Which always is obviously helps during trip. But that's definitely a thing. People will ask about that a lot. But once you get your personal property in check with dogs, bars on the windows, kind of watch. You know, you're pretty well set. In a way.
I was
so.
worried
I
about
mean,
feeling unsafe here. I will say that, like, because I did research a lot. So you see all the Facebook groups. You see anytime anything happens to anyone, they post it. So I was like, oh my god, like, this happened here, this happened. But as soon as and I was nervous about that. I was a little bit nervous. And when we got here, I don't feel that at all.
You got a lot of people on
Don't
Facebook
feel
that have
at all.
axes to grind and are curmudgeons and are little bitchy.
Yeah.
I couldn't be on them because they're mean to new people a lot of times. Somebody will ask a question and they get really like, dude, what are you on here? Why are you so mad
Yeah,
Right.
people
about
are
your
very.
life? And so some of them have access to grinder. They'll go talk about the robbery, and then they kind of neglect their responsibility in some of the things that are happening to them.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they, you know, let anybody in their house. They don't have dogs. They have nothing, and they I left my door open. I shouldn't have. I mean, there's other ways. People don't take responsibility for the things that happen to them down here.
Yep.
You know, they'll blame it's too expensive. Well, did you look at all this stuff? I mean, you know, maybe your spending habits aren't very good.
Exactly.
Well, we
You
kind
gotta
of
get
thought
that in
too
check.
coming down
Yeah.
here, if you have nothing to steal, no one's going to rob you. So just don't have so much shit. Like, just what do you need? Like, what do you really need? I don't think it's the Tico houses that are getting robbed. I think it's the Gringo houses that look like they have millions of dollars worth of shit in them that are maybe getting targeted. I don't think we're a target. We don't have anything to take. Like, that's the key.
I'm kind of like, I got a little Tico house, and if you can find anything in there, it's got bars, but I've never had that. I've never really had that problem.
No, it's felt very safe here. I've not felt in any way unsafe here, ever.
Do you hear stories? Is the beach and all the beaches down there pretty good too?
Again,
because a lot of times, beaches tend to get a little riff-raff
Well, yeah,
sometimes.
I
but
mean,
there
people breaking
is,
into
but-
your car maybe to steal stuff, or but yeah, truthfully, there has been some instances, but nothing that's. It's not violent crimes that are happening. It's people taking your stuff.
Petty theft.
People trying to grab your stuff. That's kind of the only thing.
out of
that we've
opportunity,
really
usually.
Exactly.
You know,
That's
if you
just
leave your
it.
laptop
Just
in
be
the car
smart
at the beach and you
again.
don't lock your car.
Yeah. It's gonna happen if you
know
do
it's gonna
that.
happen.
But one of the things we read, like, don't leave anything in your car. Leave your windows down. Don't even make it so that if you want something, look in here. There's nothing. Don't put anything in your car if you're at the beach, even if there's people around.
And again, you guys knew this before you came here, right? You know, you guys kind
we
of
totally
knew
knew.
all these.
I'm
little
pretty
things.
neurotic about it. I'm sure Ricky gets super annoyed because I'm very like, did you lock the door? Did you do this? Did you do that? Did you like? I'm on it all the time, but I think you have to be. The one
that's
time you're
good.
not,
Yeah.
that's the time it happens.
Right.
I left my bike out without being locked one day, and it did disappear. Totally my
Disappeared.
fault. I mean,
There
I
you go.
kind of know there's kids, there's little punky kids
Yeah.
in everywhere in the
Yeah,
world roaming
totally.
sometimes. And,
Yeah.
let me get to the store quicker.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so.
no, we haven't.
That's
had
how it
much.
happens. We've been lucky though.
Well, I don't know, man. So this is 6 months. That's just so. I'm surprised your honeymoon isn't still kind of going on, because it usually can take a long time depending on what you're getting into, especially if you do the whole buy house
Right.
property thing where you're invested every day. Oh, we got to go fix the plumbing, and then all of a sudden, a year and a half down the road, everything's done.
And maybe we are still in a bit of honeymoon phase.
Maybe
I
half
don't
and
know.
half. I don't
But we
know.
definitely feel the drive to want to be doing something. I think that
Yeah.
we maybe thought we could relax a bit longer, but in reality, at 3 months, we were like, we need a job. I need to wake up every day with a purpose. I need to go do something. Like, I don't want a stressful job, but I want a job, and we like having schedule in our life. We've kind of played with that a lot when we came here. It's like, okay, let's try this week to get up early and go do this. And just you got to give yourself something to do. If you have nothing to do, it's very...
Well, I'd say, hearing you say that, I would say you are out of the honeymoon period, because your first adventure was actually getting down here.
Right.
And you got your house, you got this, you got that,
Right.
and now, we can chill for a minute, but now you're already thinking, we need to I want to do something. So obviously you're not sitting around the beach drinking all day.
No.
No.
And, oh, isn't this fun, honey?
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
a life. And, selfies and send them to Canada and go, look at us.
Yeah.
No.
So you're already thinking about, obviously,
Yeah.
that next step. So
Yeah.
that kind of tells you that you are kind of, I think, past that period of time where, you're sitting on the beach drinking beers or whatever.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
which
Right.
some people never get out of.
Yeah, I believe
it
that.
happened to me. I mean, I just got lucky I could work, but I mean, I had a little drinking issue too down here.
I can see how people
friends
would.
all the time. Lunch became dinner. We had
Yep.
tourists coming in,
Yep.
all these things, and it can kind of be almost a habit.
Yeah.
form,
I
so.
believe that. That'd be easy to get
And
into
especially
here.
with older folks, it tends to, obviously, when they're older, retirees sometimes they're not expecting to have this much time on their hands.
Yes.
And maybe instead of that 5 o'clock starting the wine, now it's
Start a
2
little earlier.
so you
Yeah.
guys are definitely out of that honeymoon.
Yeah.
I think
we
so.
definitely did that the first 3 months, though, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other, at least talking on, getting our new real estate channel. But we're definitely besides the real estate, we're gonna do this video again
All right.
in, let's say, maybe another 6 months of the year mark or
Ooh,
thereabouts.
I like
So
that.
we're gonna see
Let's
if
do
you
it.
change You guys
Sure.
might not even be here. We don't know.
Never know.
You know, you
And so
just
have
don't
to
know,
stay
but
tuned to see what
Exactly.
happens. If you see them on the real estate channel, that's going to be a pretty good sign that they're still around.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, I'd like to talk to you guys again because things could change. You know, little things could change. Who knows? But thank you for talking and sharing some of your
Thank you.
experiences so far.
thanks for having us too,
Yeah,
Michael.
thank you so much.
Thank you guys both.
Anyway, guys, I'm getting bit, man. Good Lord.
Mosquitoes are
All right,
bad.
guys. Thank you very much. I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up. My videos. So check them out. If you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, you need to do your research. And if it's Costa Rica, that's me.
Definitely.
Ciao.